Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Mortuary. I am the Mortician, and today I wanted to talk about 13 Samurai. This is once again a post-mortem, not exactly a movie review, but just telling you my thoughts on the movie and whether or not you should watch it. For those of you who don't know about 13 Samurai, 13 Samurai is a Japanese samurai flick, action flick. Basically, the story is that there's this like warlord, I guess you could call him, for lack of a better term, who's like running around and killing people and causing chaos and whatnot. And they really show his sadism well. There's a couple scenes in which they depict him just murdering lots of different people and just being an all around asshole. The first part of the movie is a little bit, I want to say boring. I think boring is the wrong word. It did have me interested. It was just slow paced. Not necessarily a bad thing because they kept the pace fresh with, like, I would describe as like a Rob Zombie-ish exploitation kind of thing, where they would show something really shocking or tell you something really shocking to keep it interesting and keep you engaged in this part of the movie, which they did marvelously. They did a very good job keeping me engaged during this, what I would call otherwise dull, without, those chunks of shocky goodness. And the second half of the film is basically just a fight scene. It's actually really, really awesome. Once again, it was one of those things where I was like starting to get bored or drift off, and they would do something absolutely amazing. For example, this was kind of a cool thing, but the CGI was a little bit bad. Was they had there was this guy who lured these other samurai down an alleyway, and at the end of the alleyway was another street, which this whole battle takes place in one town. So they follow him, and these CGI bulls that are on fire come right through. And if I remember correctly, the alleyway's cut off by like a wooden gate they made. And the bulls just coming through and running and destroying things. For a samurai film too, there's some pretty neat explosions. It's just an all-around pretty awesome film. Once again, I'm trying to keep this even more spoiler-free than the last one. They did an amazing job working that camera. They really made the best of the sets they had, and I'm so glad that they went with that. There's not really too many things in the movie itself where like they could have done much else with the camera work, but they did pretty good with it. The acting is actually really good. There are some points where the smaller actors, in my opinion, kind of like, they're not doing as well, but they still do a good job. Yeah, nothing too bad, just like a line delivery that was kind of flubbed, in my opinion, or something like that. But for the most part, it was actually awesome. And the version I watched was on Netflix, which has subtitles. So if you're going to watch this on Netflix, no, there is no dubs. Not that you should be watching dubs anyway, because in my opinion, I should talk about this. In my opinion, it's very weird to watch like a Japanese or like a German or a South Korean film or any film anywhere that doesn't speak, English natively. It's always super weird to have, 19th century Japanese people speaking fluent English. It breaks immersion for me. So that's a mini rant, but definitely check this movie out. I couldn't recommend it enough. Like I said, they just did a great job. And it's on Netflix, so you have Netflix. If you already have a subscription, might as well just check it out. It doesn't cost you anything extra. So thank you guys for watching. Mortician, peace out.